But next, we're going to go to Daly's Place, where we have our very own Eric Avignon, also getting reaction to some of the fans there. We can only imagine how people are reacting. It's been up and down all night, Eric.
Yeah, you know, for several weeks now, the Jaguars have enjoyed the thrill of victory, but unfortunately the Jaguars and Jaguar fans are now enduring the agony of defeat. The game just ending just moments ago. I can tell you earlier on, if we could roll some of that video, earlier on, this place, the Daly Center, was happening. I mean, there were thousands of people that filled into the area here. In fact, there were so many people that there was an overflow in which they had to open up the stadium for people to sit into the stadium. Now, I can tell you that there were times during the game where it was very quiet, but then there were times when it got really loud. Earlier on in the first half, when quarterback Patrick Mahomes injured himself, a lot of fans cheered because they thought, oh, okay, well, this game is about to get easier. Maybe it's a game changer. But then again, we saw that Patrick Mahomes came back in the second half, and when he scored, I would say when he scored threw it for a touchdown pass in the third quarter, that's when we started to see some of the fans here at the Daly Center start to pour out. And then, of course, obviously, those that interception toward the end and that fumble toward the end, well, that's when we really started seeing fans go out, because at that point, fans knew that the Jags were not going to come back. In fact, I want you to listen to some of the sound I got from fans just moments ago as they were walking out.
I think Jacksonville fought. They fought for it. They fought. It's not over yet. It's still got 3 minutes, and they can do anything. But they fought real hard. Like, they a different team they are from last year.
I've been pulling for the Jaguars since they started, and this is one of the miracle teams I've seen out of us. And like she said, it's not over yet. So we still got 3 minutes to play. But even if we lose this game, it's been a pinnacle for our team. I think next year's going to be even better.
Them boys played their heart out. They came back last game. They did amazing. I mean,
you're still proud of them?
Of course, this is my team for life.
You know, the overall feeling I hear amongst many of the fans, you know, yeah, they're disappointed that their team, that the Jags lost. However, they're very proud of the team. You know, you talk to any one of these folks and they're still yelling Duval. So these three folks are, how you doing, sir? Can you come here for a second? Can we come here for a second? Oh, we want to ask you, how proud of you are the Jags?
I love the Jags. They did a great job this year.
And obviously they fought, huh?
They fought like crazy. It was great.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, so, yeah, obviously, you know, go ahead, sir. How was your feelings of the game? Because at one point it seemed like, you know, the game was really close, but then
Christian Kirk, he got to make that catch.
We went away from the room.
We dropped the pick on that tip pass. You gotta make those plays.
Mm-hmm. And do you get a sense that they didn't take advantage of the fact when Patrick Mahomes went out, because I think the crowd really thought that, okay, we got a chance now. You know, this is an even playing field.
Right. There's no way Chad Henne should do a 98-yard drive on us like that. Like that's no way impossible. Aiden Key should have used his bull rush move. Trayvon Walker, Josh Allen, they should have made some key plays, but at the end of the day, they kept fighting. And
that seemed to be a feeling that I get from everyone. Everyone feels like no matter what, this team fought, they played hard. It wasn't a blowout as some people were predicting.
Right. Gotta give credit to Trevor. Give credit to Trevor. He played lights out. He did have a pick. He was just trying to make a play. But credit to the Kansas City Chiefs. They're more experienced than us. So hopefully we can use this for next year and just build on that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you too, because I know you came over earlier. I wanted to ask you, what were your thoughts on the game? Did you feel like at some point, if they kept the score lower and stay closer, that we had a chance?
I feel like 100%. You know, the Jags did their thing. They put their whole effort into the whole game. Patrick Mahomes, he's that guy. I feel like Trevor Lawrence, he could have did some plays that just could have worked out around the whole field, but in the end, we had a tragic loss. I feel bad, but next season I feel like we're going to do something for them.
And you think this really sets them up for next year?
Exactly.
Especially with the experience now.
Exactly. That's how I feel. So next season, don't give up, Jacksonville. We definitely going to do this next season, 2024. Feel me?
Thank you. Again, that just seems to be the sentiment amongst many of the people here. They're not angry that the Jags lost. They're very proud of the team, given where the team started from earlier in the season and where it got to today. So, again, people are still, even if we pan the camera that way, people are still yelling Duval. They're walking out again. And what's really interesting, too, that there were even some fans of the other team that were here, and everyone has been very gracious. Everyone has been very nice. No trash talking or anything like that. So it was a really exciting experience, and I think everyone had a good time overall. Reporting live, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Eric. Lots of emotions tonight.
Definitely an emotional night.
And it was interesting how the Daly's place was full, and then they opened TIAA Bank Field, which is, I would guess, calling an audible, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they pulled that off.
Well, packed with people, the fans are dedicated, and they wanted to see that win. Some of them are still there as we move on to some of the other reporters that are in the same area as well, talking to fans after, unfortunately, a loss.
Khalil Baycock is out at the stadium, and he has some perspective for us as well. Hi, Khalil.
Bring back Blake Bortles. Hello there. And those fans, yes, the Jags did lose, but some of those fans are saying, you know, they're going to come back next year and get it. Those fans are still kind of happy. I've got a lot of fans around me. I've got J-Boog, I've got Shamika, Tamika, Jasmine, and Tierra. Now, these two right here, they have a long history with the Jags. Y'all tried out before, but for the cheerleading team, obviously. Didn't make it. But talk to me about the game tonight. How are you feeling?
I am still feeling hopeful with Jacksonville Jaguars. The tenacity, the strength, the commitment, their stick-to-itness with the game tonight, keeping their head on, paying attention to their quarterback, and just the support of the city as a whole. How we've come together in unity, laughed, and had a great time tonight, and still cheering them all the way back to the city. So in our hearts, they're winners.
And you can hear they are very excited. And I know you guys didn't walk out before the game was over. I saw you guys still here. So why did you want to make sure that you were going to wait until everything was called before to walk towards this way?
I wanted to wait to let them know that we still support them all the way to the end. We didn't want to cut it short because win or lose, we're Jaguar fans.
And hey, anything can happen. Anything can happen in the last few minutes of the game. Anything can happen.
We ain't never over. Can you, you've been saying that, you know, since we got here. You saying it's never over. Talk to me about that. What does that mean for you?
Ain't never over. Till the fat lady sing. You feel me?
Till the fat lady sings.
Shout out to Doug Peterson, man. Doug and Pete, we love you. We love you, Doug.
There's definitely some excitement. It's always the Jags. The fans are so excited even though there wasn't a win. But for now, back to you.
Great. You did great. You did good.
Khalil, we do have a question for you. Throughout the evening, was it kind of a roller coaster of emotions for these fans as it looked like we were going to win and then the loss?
There was definitely a roller coaster of emotion. You could hear those fans screaming at some points. You could hear them kind of yelling in agony because, you know, when that ball was taken by the other team, those Chiefs. But it was definitely a roller coaster of emotions going up and down. But these fans, they stayed out here and they felt those emotions throughout the whole night.
Love you.
Thank you, Khalil. Reporting live.